Hey kids, it's evening time and I'm about ready to fix dinner, and we're going to have the keto egg roll in a bowl tonight. So let me show you what I got out for the cook. Okay, on the stove I got warming up my porcelain covered cast iron skillet. Back there I've got about 1 pound of ground beef, 4 ounces of sliced up Baby Portabella Mushrooms, some amino acids, some toasted sesame oil, some eggs, some white vinegar, some Sriracha Mayo, half of a diced onion, about 4 or 5 scallions, which I've taken off the white part and diced them up. This is the green part we're reserving. I've got some monk fruit back here and some garlic and some about 2 teaspoons or so of freshly grated ginger. So we're going to get things started in the skillet here and see how this turns out. So the first thing we're going to do is I got the ground beef into our skillet with our toasted sesame oil, and we're just going to let this brown. I have this on about a 5 on the electric stove. I'm not sure if that's going to be hot enough or not, but we're going to see here in a little bit how that does. But the main thing at this point to do is just to get this cooked until it's nice and brown. That's what we're going to be doing first. Okay, we're back. Now the ground beef is done, so I'm going to add the garlic, crushed garlic there. I'm going to try to get all of it out of there. The onions, those onions, and some of our fresh chopped ginger. This is pretty potent, so I'm going gingerly on this. Oh, get it? Gingerly. We'll let this cook down and see what goes here in just a minute. Alright, so this is as done as we wanted at the moment. Now we start adding some more ingredients. Like, there goes our mushrooms. And our cabbage. That's about 14 ounces. I used both the green and the red. Slip that in there. I'll get the rest of that out here in just a minute. Ooh, yeah. Okay. 1/4 cup of our Aminos, or soy sauce or so. That's a low salt one. About 2 teaspoons or so of vinegar. 2 tablespoons, I'm sorry. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it there. Alrighty. And we're going to let that stir a little bit. Put a little bit of monk fruit in there too for a sweetener. Now this is a concentrate, so I'm going to eyeball it here a little bit and go from there. Alright, I'll give you more precise measurements later. Now we're going to let this stir. Oh, that stir does smell wonderful. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I'm going to let this cook a little bit. Be back in just a minute. Oh, look how pretty that's getting. Okay, I'm going to stir. Be back in a minute. Okay, so this has been about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. Cabbage is mostly done. The mushrooms look really good, and it smells really delicious. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a hole here in the middle. And you can either do this with whole eggs. I prefer just to use some egg beaters because that's what I've got handy. You want to pour a little bit in here and let it start to cook. And then we're going to spread it around in everything here. That was about half a cup or so. Just going to let that cook a little bit before we start spreading it. I also have some leftover eggs from breakfast, and we'll dump them in there as well. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit before I stir it in. Alright, the eggs are starting to get done around the corner, so what we're going to do is just dump them in. This is my leftover eggs from breakfast too. We're just going to stir it in here. Ooh, look at that. There you go. Let that finish cooking. And it'll be ready to serve here in just a few minutes. Boy, that smells so good. I had forgotten how good this is. Made this a while back, and it was a nice evening meal. Fills you up. Alright, I'm going to let the eggs finish cooking, and then we'll serve it up and see what it looks like. Hope you try it. Be blessed. Well, there it is, all done. Egg roll in a bowl with some Sriracha Mayo and some chopped green onions on the top. She's ready to eat. Yeah, look pretty. Enjoy.